Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
DC. Back. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish. The run game, they'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Here we go. 180.
In your face.
14.
On 1st down. Sweep. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Big series right here, so we got to step.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Rush in. Value 3.
Kill. Turn up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Switch.
Great play. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Challenge.
Motion,
Now a give, right side. Sweet. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Go.
49's the Mike. Watch for
Hey, Alpha.
Pick your game up. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Here I come.
Just beating the play clock is gone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is Rashad Penny, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Seahawks nothing.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You can't block me.
Now Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And he's got his target. That's more. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Penny, a first down carry. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he connects with Ertz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, a give to Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Penny running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Toe-bashed it.
Super toe.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Flushed, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. They'll run with Penny. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
180. I'm on.
49 to Mike.
Obama.
Give me that.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back.
Hell you want.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Go tonight. 20.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They keep it it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they'll run it again with Penny. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hold on.
Now Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
From the 38, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Like 20. 6-man. Check
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Here's Gurley. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down, Seahawks.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
94 is the mark. 94. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check 52.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Rams 3. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hold on. Check. Shell.
Again they run with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.